Yo, what is up, everybody? We're back with the finale to the What If Naruto's The Search of 6PATHS series. The last time we left off with Naruto and Yuya agreeing to team up and take out Orochimaru and Sasuke. So without further ado, let's get into this part.
Ay, thinking as I count these fucking days. Ay, tell me if I'm looking better. Just the other night I was playing.
Now, as I said previously, there were some survivors. One of them being Sakura. Now, she didn't know healing at this point in time, but there were about 2 to 3 survivors that were healing, or were proficient enough in healing to actually take care of the injuries. Now, the minor injuries were taken care of, but Sakura was paralyzed from the waist below. She can't walk. It was something that happened. Now, as she's put in a wheelchair and is rolling through what would be the ruins towards Naruto's direction, she says, "Naruto, please don't kill Sasuke, just bring him back." Naruto looks at her. He can't believe she has the audacity to say such a thing. Don't kill Sasuke. Do you even know what he did? He joined up with the man who took away the revenge I had seeked out. I was gonna cause this whole village to feel the wrath of what they've done to Hinata, and now I can't do it. He took that away from me, so I'm gonna kill him. Suddenly her heart just stops, basically. It drops and she just begins bawling. Naruto looks at her. Maybe if you weren't so useless and actually kept your pet on a leash, this wouldn't have happened. As he walks away, Sakura is bawling as the 2 nurses run over and they try comforting her. They look at Naruto as if he's a monster. Naruto knows he's a monster and he doesn't care. Yuya looks at this and for some reason feels satisfied. She hates people like Sakura. She knows that they're just useless. She hates when people are useless. After all, she put in all that hard time and work and just effort to get as strong as she was, or as proficient as she was as sound Genjutsu. Now, Naruto was explained everything, or all the details of where it is in Orochimaru's village by Yuya. So they agree they're gonna go there immediately, so they don't have time to actually run away. She says that it's more likely that they're gonna be running there, or gonna get there to stop off and get some proper shinobi to help aid them. So Naruto agrees to this. They're like, alright, well, let's go and attack them. This is best. And really, we have nothing to worry about. I'll destroy everyone there, including his village. This is gonna be quite fun. As they begin, on their journey there, Obito actually heard of what would be the destruction of the Leaf Village. The refugees went towards what would be the Sand Village, and I would say that Obito follows Naruto and Yuya. Now, he's keeping incognito since the fact is, he still needs Naruto's tailed beast, and he does have to wait for a degree towards what would be the reappearance of the first tailed beast, Shukaku, since Naruto killed him. Pardon me. This would lead towards Naruto actually coming across the main village, or Orochimaru's village, village hidden in the sound, I believe it was called. As he ends up going towards what would be the entrance, he just walks forward. He does have a hood on so that they don't immediately notice him. They ask him to search him, and they're like, hey, go search him. And take off your hood, boy. That's when Yuya begins using the sound Genjutsu to overtake them, and they basically become under their control. Naruto immediately teleports behind him and just slaughters them, cuts them in half. He rushes in, the alarm goes off, everyone's rushing towards Naruto, trying to take him out. He sees fireballs being thrown at him, he sees kunai being thrown at him, he doesn't care. He simply puts up his staff and begins twirling it in such fashion where causes such an immense force that it sends it all flying back at him, killing them. He runs forward, slicing them all, stabbing him with his staff, slicing downward, grabbing one by the throat, breaking his neck. He has blood all over him. He's basically just living in blood. He's bathing in the blood of his opponents, and he doesn't care. He sees this as a form of revenge for what they've done to him, and he simply yells out, Sasuke, Orochimaru, I know you're here. If you don't want your little bitch boys to fucking get killed anymore, get the fuck out here and fight me, damn it. Stop being little sissies. Stop being pussies and get out here. Either that or I'll destroy the entire village until I find you. They walk out. Sasuke's petrified with fear. Naruto rushes forward and grabs him by his face. Oh, it looks like you haven't gotten any stronger. Well, it makes sense. It's only been about a week and a half. Really thought you could do such a thing to me? He throws Sasuke back. He says, I'm not gonna kill you yet. I'll let you witness what would be twice the death you witnessed before. You thought the Uchiha clan massacre was bad. No, that's nothing compared to this. He slices down Orochimaru in one fell swoop. Orochimaru can't even regurgitate himself. He's spitting out blood. Naruto grabs him and just throws his head onto the floor and stomps it until it's completely gone. Toyuya is, of course, taking control of what would be the original Sound 4. They're fighting against her. She knows she's outclassed, so Naruto's gonna go take care of that. He rushes over to what would be Bergamo, or I do believe, I don't know if it's Bergamo, I do believe it would be the fat one. He rushes forward and just completely impales him through the chest, tearing at his heart. Oh, you were just a fatty now, aren't you? Kicks him forward. He runs towards the one that was split up. He immediately incinerates him with what would be the Amaterasu. Now, he does have the Rinnegan, but I'm going to give him a few extra abilities. The reason I'm going to give him is because he's like the Sage of 6PATHS, so he basically, what derived from that was the Sharingan in that. So I would assume that he actually is able to have these abilities. So he uses a form of the Amaterasu, just burning him entirely, so it's death for him. He rushes forward, what would be towards the one with the pure accuracy with the arrow. Now, he tries finding him, but he's good at hiding. He masks his presence completely and fires an arrow at Naruto. Naruto does sense this though and immediately cuts it in half and now knows the location, rushes forward and slices him in half. That was easy. These are nothing more than insects in my mind. Sorry for any background noise. He walks towards Sasuke, his aura just being so intimidating. Sasuke is shitting himself. Literally. He looks at Naruto and he tries to stammer out a few words. Naruto, please no. If I die now, I can't get my revenge. Naruto looks at him. Oh, you wanted revenge, huh? Yeah, you took away the one revenge I had. And now I'm gonna get my revenge against you. He grabs Sasuke by his throat, holding him up into the air. Sasuke's choking. Naruto doesn't even bother breaking his neck. He wants to choke him, causing him a miserable death. As Sasuke's about to die from, lack of oxygen, Naruto throws him to the floor and just steps on his windpipe, crushing it. Sasuke ends up dying. Naruto looks at Toyuya. Well, I guess we finished it. The entire village has been massacred, hasn't it now? Obito, seeing this, realizes this is the only chance he even has. Naruto dropped his guard, so he tries rushing towards Naruto, using his Sharingan to get there much faster. Naruto kind of sensed it at the last moment, though, and dodged. He teleports behind him, grabbing what would be Obito by the back of his neck. Obito phases, though. Naruto goes phasing through him. He's like, oh, so you have a Sharingan, huh? That's gonna be nothing compared to what I possess. He realizes very fast that Obito can't attack as long as he's transparent, so he begins taking advantage of that and soon uses the Amaterasu to coat the entire floor in fire, and Naruto's durability causes nothing to happen. He's automatically immune to it, since he can actually control it as well. He rushes towards what would be Obito, and then it immediately transports or teleports behind him, grabbing his arm, breaking it, shattering his entire body, holding it immensely, and he ends up killing Obito in one strike. That was quite easy. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck I want to do anymore. What are you gonna do? He says towards Toyuya. Toyuya replies, I really don't know. Honestly, I feel so alone at times. I've always been with someone. I've never been alone. I was hoping I could stay by you for a while. Naruto, thinking about this, is like, well, fine. It'd be pretty cool to have a comrade. I'm gonna go back to the Leaf Village. After all, the one house that wasn't destroyed was mine. He looks at her and she's like, alright, fine. Now, that's the end, of course. But I am going to give you guys a little bit of what happened. From there on, basically, they're going to eventually grow a romance, and she's going to help him get over the loss of what would be Hinata, and they end up loving each other. They end up keeping the entire land for themselves, not starting a village, but they do keep it to where it's a degree of their own clan. They start their own clan up again, and by, just what would be having descendants, or having children. They have about 5 children, which would lead towards them finding suitable wives or husbands, and ending up them moving over to this place, causing a whole new clan. And that's where it finishes. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. This is the road to 10K, so thank you guys again for what you have done, and make sure to subscribe. I'm out.